What's going on, everyone? It's Irish Shadow coming to you with another Sonic Racing Crossworlds online session. This is session number 5, taking place a few days after the Super Monkey Ball Festival had ended. And speaking of the Super Monkey Ball Festival, I didn't do very well. Wasn't available for the entirety of the festival, but I managed to get world ranking 4,589. This is the issue of not being single on Valentine's Day, unfortunately. So it is what it is. I managed to get all the rewards for the festival. It's just wasn't able to commit to the festival as much as I wanted to because they had that XP or Dompa ticket modifier. Anyway, the car I'm going to be using is called the Wild Chaser. It is a mix. The front is the Wild GT, and the back end is the Stealth Chaser, along with the wheels of the Royal Chariot.
Sure.
And we start off this session on pretty good terms.
Sounds good.
Actually, I think this whole session overall was fairly good. There was maybe one or two races in this session where I did below 6th place. And that's what I would technically classify as bad, because if you have 12 racers, it would make sense that 6th place or higher I consider a good race. 7th or lower I would consider a bad race. But a lot of these were considerably good races, especially the first 3, because I took 1st place on the first 3 races of this, which is like the first time ever that I've actually gotten 3 first place victories in a row in online races. So immediately we start off with Aqua Forest. This map will come back to haunt me later on in this session for the oddest reason. All of these turns here are pretty good. I have a feeling that I know what the issue is as to why I did so well, because you can obviously tell, like, when all the players load in, you can see their ranks, and I have a feeling that during the periods where there is not a festival going on, or there is not a Legends competition, which there's a 3rd Legends competition coming on, I believe it's March 5th, they announced that Legends Competition 3 is going to be on March 5th, which is essentially a week after the Tangle. No, actually, that would be 4 days after the Tango and Whisper Festival ends, would be Legends Competition 3. So there's a lot of people that aren't really happy about that. I'm going to try to participate in that. Just to participate in that. I am... by the end of this session, I am already in the A- rank, so I should be getting pretty close. And I think, I'm going to try to participate in Legends Competition 3, just for the sake of saying that I competed in Legends Competition 3. Not expecting, to become like a world-class, I don't know, like, player, like legend player for this game, because let's be completely honest. Once this game has released all its DLC, every character is released, this game is going to die and become obsolete if it hasn't already, because I feel that when there is no like festival going on for new character and there's no
never any doubt,
like legend competition, there's no new characters coming out, there's going to be no events for this game, and that's when people are going to like 100% drop off, because people have already dropped off of playing this game. And I don't know if an upcoming modern like Sonic game is going to be good, like Sonic Eclipse. I keep hearing rumors about that comes out. It's probably going to kill this game off. So I am gonna switch up my my gear loadout right now. So I essentially switched to quick charge level 2. I got the boost, the starting boost char bounty, and then I used, I believe it was speed modifier 2, boost modifier 2, and air trick bounty. It's basically wanting to keep the speed of both natural speed, boost speed, while gaining as many rings as possible to keep maximum speed going. And this is the second race where I get first place, and it's pretty good. This wasn't a bad session, I will say. This was not a bad session. It was essentially just trying to get the final 4,000 plus tickets that I needed to buy the remaining horns. Just the horns. Just to buy the remaining, like, I think it was like 6 or 7 horns that I have remaining after everything I got from the festival. This game is a total fucking grind. Like, I enjoy the game, I do not enjoy the grind for Donphy tickets. I think, like, horns should not be priced at 500 tickets each, considering there was, like, what, over almost, like, 40 of them? 40 different horns? Or something, like, you never really use in the game? Doesn't really make any sense to me. But, yeah. I am, like, slowly fading this game out of, my regular play schedule, because, 1, I don't have the time for this, and 2, I've pretty much just waiting for new characters, new stages, and they don't get released very often. And there's a whole bunch of, like, unready DLC coming to this game, because there's one entire cup that is locked, and I have a feeling it has something to do with, like, Mega Man, and then I hear rumors of, like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are gonna be, like, part of it, and then I don't know what else there could be. Probably, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Echo the Dolphin is a fucking playable racer at some point in time, even though it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Never any
But
doubt.
I don't know. But yeah, that is the second race. where I get first place. So that's 2 in a row. Not too bad, not too impressive, considering the higher you get up towards your A rank, the more you're gonna find yourself being pushed against people who are higher than an A rank, which does happen very often. Like, well, it happens like once or twice in this session. I did manage to get a lot of thumbs up from people over the online sessions, and which leads me to believe that regardless of what platform you're playing the game on, the general community of players seems to be very mature. Like, I haven't had to like outright block anybody, or I haven't received any messages from people with like stupid comments or anything. It's most of the time like you give someone a thumbs up. Like 6 times out of 10 you'll get a thumbs up back. And it's kind of refreshing where it's like you could like give somebody like a compliment and then they'll send you like a message over PSN just like spouting off the N-word or, you know, stupid shit like that, because that stuff does happen. But you know, it's just it's just like young kids just trying to be goofy and trolly, but it doesn't seem to happen on this. Mostly because I don't think that you can actually message anyone, and I don't think you can do voice chat with anyone that is not on your platform. Because I have one like I've received like one friend request from this game, and I think the player is either on the Xbox or he is on the Nintendo Switch, because I have no way of contacting this person. I can only race with them. I haven't had a chance to race with them because after they sent me the friend request, they have not actually been active on the game, which is kind of weird, because like, why would you send somebody a friend request for a racing game if no actual intention of, you know, playing with this character or this person? Regardless, this is the 3rd race where I get first place, so that marks 3 in a row. It also marks the last time in this session that I will get a first place, which is not bad, because when I do these races, I'm never actually trying to get into first place. I'm just trying to get a high enough ranking so that I can... that green glove came out of absolutely nowhere. I give whoever fired that complete and total props, because that was a well-timed shot. I don't know how they did that. But yes, I never try to actually get first place. I just want to get a high enough ranking to increase my letter grade. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to Legend to play in a Legends tournament, just to play in a Legends tournament. So, the 4th race. This is where the quality kind of dips, because try to go for Radical Highway, and I know for a fact that I end up getting Metal Harbor. And I am not 100% sure, but I think this was the lobby where 90% of the players were of the legend status. I think so. I'm 90% sure that half of these, like, there's only like me and one other person that is not legend rank, I believe. Okay, yeah, so there's 4 of us that are not legend rank. But despite a majority of the players being legend rank, I do manage to pull out a 4th place victory. A 4th place win. So, you know, 4th place is not as bad as you would think, considering, look at the lobby I'm in. So, I will take anything above 6th place, or okay, anything above 7th place is a success to me, because I don't, not necessarily gonna get like bent out of shape for going below 7th place, getting like 7th or below, because that's like the below average. But a lot of the times when I do feel like I've done badly in a race, I feel like it's more along the lines of me messing up, as opposed to, you know, mechanics of the game, or, you know, players being quote unquote cheap, because they're not really being cheap. Like, they're using the gear loadouts that they want to use. They found something that works for them. They have the vehicle combinations that work for them. And sometimes it's just not your fucking game. That's just the way that I see it. It's not your game. This wasn't your race. This was, people were obviously better than you. People have obviously played it more than you, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just like one of the people that can kind of accept that as it is, because, you know, the only thing you can really do is get better. Learn better car combinations, different character combinations, find out what is the best, like, gadget loadout for said car character combination, and then, you know, just all around get better, learn the tracks more. That's essentially what you have to do. And the unfortunate thing is that all requires time and patience. Patience I have, the time I do not have, because I am finishing up one playthrough of a hideous Jurassic World Evolution 3, which I'm very quickly getting to the end of it, but it is fucking draining me. It is draining me. It is unbearable. Then I'm playing this, and thanks to the state of play, I am actually starting a 3rd game, which is currently in the process of downloading right now.
Good.
And I don't know if I made a good choice with downloading it. And if you haven't figured it out by now, that game is God of War Sons of Sparta. I have to do it. Anyway, race number 5. This is probably the worst race I have in this session, because I will be taking home a solid 8th place victory, and it is on whites, or no, I tried to get white space. I think we get Minecraft. I think we get the Minecraft village. And if we do get Minecraft village, that is why I get 8th place. Oh no, we do get white space. So I guess we don't get... No, we do get 8th place because I think this is another Legends. Yeah, this is all fucking Legends, and I am the only one who's got a B+. So I don't understand why this happens. You really would not want to do this to a newcomer to the online scene where, you know, you have someone who's starting off like the E- rating. Their first match, like their first race online is like against legends that are like legend rank 1 through 8. It's very disheartening. But yeah, this was a bad race. I wasn't able to fully utilize a lot of things. I do manage to keep up in the like at the beginning, like kind of battle for 1st and 4th, like 3rd and 4th right there, and then Kronos Island shows up, and this is the cement block that causes me to drown. Why? You know. If you've been watching my other online sessions, you know why Kronos Island and me do not get along. 2 words. Squid's ribbon. Squid's ribbon. Every time. I always find myself having to reduce my speed on Squid's ribbon. And I always end up falling off this fucker's ribbon. Why is it that Squid is more ridiculous in this fucking game than he was in Sonic Frontiers? I don't understand it. Like, I didn't necessarily mind the battle with Squid's ribbon, and I totally wasted this fucking laser, by the way. I should have held on to that until I was in, like, you know, closer to 4th, like 3rd or 4th. But I do remember I get another ribbon, or another laser, towards the end, and it does absolutely fuck all for me. So I think right here I get another laser. Boop. And it lasts for all of 2 fucking seconds, does jack fucking shit for me.
Finish!
But hey, that's okay. 8th place. Sometimes weapons work the way they're supposed to, sometimes they don't. Sometimes a monster truck will seem like it lasts for 30 minutes. Sometimes it seems like it will last less than the time it takes for the, you know, item roulette wheel to roll.
Good.
And that's not even enough for me to break 1,000, so very bad race. Very bad race. But how about we go from 8th place to 2nd place? How does that sound? Because I believe this race, there are no legends. And again, I tried to go for Radical Highway just because I know it's one of my best stages.
Hello.
And I believe we get the Market Street. And there's another thumbs up for me. I'm at 31 thumbs up. People are great. I just kind of wish that, like, I could communicate with some of these people just to see, because, like, I always hear about how it's Colorful Mall. I always hear about how this game runs on, like, other consoles, but you know, it might just be the fact that, I don't know, people are just worshiping the console that they own. which I guess is kind of my situation because like I don't own an Xbox Series S. I don't own a Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. Like I don't have a like PC that is built for gaming. It's more of a business PC. So you know, I basically just pretty much have to play this game on the console I have, and apparently I feel like that's kind of the standard for a lot of people. Like I can understand like not having a choice in the matter of what console you play it on, but for the people who do have a choice, I kind of want to like have that conversation of like, why would you buy this game on the Nintendo Switch 2 if you have like a PlayStation 5 or like a competent PC build that you could easily play games like this on? Like, what makes you go with the choice of the Switch 2 version over like the PC version? That's the kind of like conversations I like to have with people. Not necessarily like shitting on anyone's preference for consoles, because like as much as I do despise the Nintendo Switch, the Switch 2, it's like to each his own, in my opinion. Like I don't agree with a lot of the tactics that Nintendo is employing as of late. I don't agree with the amount of quality that the Xbox is going with, because they don't seem to be releasing very much, and the things they do release are pretty much just pushing their what's that, Game Pass. And I can understand like the prevalence of PC, but you know, if I'm gonna pump like close to $1,000, because I do live in Canada, so when people say like, well, you can build a pretty decent PC for like $800, yeah, they're talking American prices. In Canada, like that $800 is like $1,500 here, like literally. So we get to A rank, A minus rank. We get the Burning Aura. Auras are useless, especially if you buy them from the store, because they're 2,000 Donpa tickets each. 2,000 Donpa tickets each. The only good thing is they are not required for the Platinum Trophy, which I only have one trophy left to get the Platinum, and that is buy all the horns, which I think at the time I'm doing this post commentary, I have 4 or 5 horns left to get. But this is the next race. We're gonna go for a 3rd place victory here. 3rd place, it seems like it's gonna be pretty good. And like I don't have a lot of time to record all of this stuff, so it's like literally, let me look at my phone. It is 4:30 in the morning on Friday, February 20th that I am doing this voice recording. This is legitimately 2 hours before I head into work for the day. So like that's pretty much how it goes. Like on the like usually during the week I will record maybe 1 or 2 hours of a game session, and whether that is, you know, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I guess there is going to be, I'm going to have to work God of War, Sons of Sparta into that. And then in the next few months, Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly is going to be released, and I've already pre-ordered it. So, gotta do that. Because Fatal Frame is one of those games from my childhood that really fucks with me. Really fucks with me. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy, but I think like Jurassic World Evolution 3 is almost completely done. Sonic Racing Crossworlds and a Fallout come out. It happens. Sonic Racing Crossworld is almost to the point where I'm just waiting for new characters so I can upload when there's new characters, new festivals. And then I have no idea what Sons of Sparta is going to be like. I know it's in like the play style of what's that Mexican game? Guacamelee? Yeah. It's like a Guacamelee side-scrolling, like semi-pixelated God of War. It's I guess it can essentially be considered the first in the series, in the main timeline of God of War, pretty much dethroning Ascension, which held it for the longest friggin' time. But did I say Descension? I meant Ascension. God of War Ascension. There you go. So yeah, third place.
Of course.
Not too bad. And I'm really wondering about that God of War trilogy remake. Why is it just a trilogy? And what kind of remake are we talking about here? Are we talking about like a one-to-one remake? Is it getting the like Resident Evil remake style? It's like, what are you keeping from the original 3 games? What are you changing from the original 3 games? Because like, let's be completely honest. Like, going from like the David Jaffe style of like God of War 1 to 2027 Santa Monica Studios God of War 1, like, there's going to be things that are cut. Number one, I think like 90%, like 100% of all nudity is going to be completely cut out, which for a Greek style, like Greek era game, not having any like nudity, as much as I feel like it doesn't need to be there, like it kind of has to be there because that is the time period of like ancient Greece. Like, there's very little shame in ancient Greece, let me tell you. If you know anything about like Greek mythology or actual Greek policies, like in real life, there's a lot of shady shit. Anyway, back to this game. We are going to be going to the Minecraft world for a 6th place victory. Still a win in my opinion, because 6th place out of 12 is average at best. It's like getting a 50. It's like getting 50 on in a course in high school, which I don't know if that's a passing grade anymore, considering I think they upped it to like you have to get like a 60 for high school now. in order for it to be like barely a pass. And then I know, especially for colleges here in Canada, a passing grade is like 85. 85 is considered a passing grade. Like 84 is a fail for a Canadian college. So I think like 85 is probably like the minimum that you can get. I know when I went through trade school, this was back in like beginning of like 2006 when I started trade school. I remember that my test scores through the apprenticeship had to be at least like 87% in order for me to continue with the apprenticeship. That's what I remember, and that's back in like 2006, 2007. So, God, I'm fucking old. That's okay. So yeah, we get 6th place, and this Minecraft map. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, especially this mine area here where you get pretty screwed. And then this area here where this friggin' dragon, it's all timed. Depending on when you enter this area and what place you're in, you can either avoid this fucker's fire or it's gonna hit you. And then, yep, we're gonna end in 6th place. Boo! But it's still a good placement. I'll take it as a positive.
Unacceptable.
And we are gonna move on to the final race of this session. And this one, somebody got me pretty good in this next race. I don't exactly know what the physics were going into this, but I did manage to pull out a 2nd place victory to end online session 5. But there is one section we get Aqua Forest. I know that because I will forever remember this. I don't understand what the mechanics were because it's kind of like it's kind of like I reset the time a little bit, almost as if Shadow actually did a chaos control and like went backwards in time a little bit. You'll see exactly what I mean. It happens during the first red ring area that you come to in Aqua Forest. So again, we go from a lobby filled with legends to a lobby filled with, I guess you could call them casuals. And yeah, a 2nd place victory to cement the ending of online session 5. So right off the bat, we come to the first boating area, the first red ring, and right here, bam! Hit me, send me moonwalking backwards through time and space. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was incredible. And I instantly get sent into 12th place. So now I got like a chip on my shoulder, I guess. and I gotta make up for lost time, which I do, going from pretty much being like air sniped, sent into 12th place, and we're gonna go straight into one of my least favorite maps. Boom! Pumpkin Mansion. Fuck this goddamn level. Fuck this level. I hate Pumpkin Mansion almost as much as I hate Pumpkin Mansion from, is it called Pumpkin Mansion in Sonic Heroes? I know Pumpkin Hill is from Sonic Adventure 2, but I don't know. Got green gloves, fucking bouncing everywhere. We got shitty pumpkins that I can never differentiate. I can't even stay on the track for most of it. I can get fucking flustered just watching this footage. But right back to Aqua Forest, and we're gonna cement the ending with a second place victory. And that is essentially the end of session number 5. So yeah, that was a pretty good session. Only one race out of the bunch that I would consider doing bad on. And I am planning on recording session number 6 later on tonight. So hopefully that goes as smoothly as this. So,
Of course.
guess there's really nothing left to say except for thank you guys so much for watching. I am Irish Shadow, and this has been session number 5 of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys later.